says, I'm 51 and have been a licensed practical nurse since I was 18. I take medicine for diabetes and high blood pressure. I've applied for Social Security because I feel worn out, but I've been turned down because I was told that I'm still young enough to work. What has my age got to do with anything when I'm tired all the time and feel 20 years older than I am?
Well, that's a great question. The Social Security regulations that determine if an individual is eligible for disability benefits do take into account a number of factors, including age as well as education and work experience. And actually, the fact that the listener is 51 is somewhat of an advantage compared to someone who is under 50, because Social Security regulations recognize the fact that as time goes by, it becomes less likely that an individual is going to adapt to different types of work that they've never done before. In other words, even assuming a person can't do any of the work that they have done, the question then becomes, could they do other work? Are they still physically able to do some things that there are jobs out there, not necessarily hiring, but there are jobs that exist out there in the economy. And for a younger individual, the overcoming the assumption that you can learn to adapt, let's say, to do
Learn a new trade.
to do another job,
Right.
is much stronger. When you get to be over 50, then that question becomes a bit more difficult, and it's actually somewhat of an easier thing at 51. Now we'll even get the claim will be even better at 55. I wasn't quite sure from the way the question was worded whether the listener is still working. It sounds as if she is still working.
Yes.
And of course, one of the first questions that will come up in Social Security is, are you currently working and earning, essentially full-time work?
And she's talking about Social Security disability,
Yes.
not the kind that Bill was talking about, which is retirement.
And if you are working, and when I say working, I don't mean just sporadically or occasionally part-time, but working on a full-time basis is right there going to disqualify her from getting Social Security disability.